In this video we will learn how to log in into AIB Internet Banking account, and also how to use Manage Payee and Billers option within AIB Internet Banking. To get started with AIB Internet Banking, visit www.digitalbank.aib.af. If you are new here, and trying to log in into your AIB Internet Banking account, just click the Login button. Add your username and password, then click the login icon. After login to our AIB Internet Banking account, we can access Manage Payee and Billers via Quick Access section, or we can access via menu icon inside Payment section. Here, a new world of possibilities comes into play, as we might probably notice that here all of these sections looks empty. But once we started making transfers, all of these sections will be filled with corresponding items. To make this happen, head over your cursor towards Add New Pay highlighted blue text, and click it. Transferring money is split into three main sections, which are internal, domestic, and international. When we select internal, we can only transfer money between AIB Bank. The next option is domestic, where we can transfer money from AIB account to another bank account within Afghanistan. And the last one is international. By using this option we can transfer money from AIB Bank to other international banks using SWIFT codes. Let's dive into each option and explain it in detail. The first option is internal, as we mentioned earlier, that we can only make transfer between AIB accounts. Here, the first thing we have to fill is payment name. The next one is account number, but before filling account number make sure to add bank branch code. Third option is to fill his account name. And the last one is nickname. Keep in mind that the nickname is the most important part of creating payee, because it will appear on Manage Payee section as a preset for next time easy and fast transfer. After filling these, let's click on Add icon, then the next window will appear, as we might probably notice that it will ask us to confirm it, which we are going to do it right now. After doing these steps correctly we have a request submitted successfully notification. Here it will ask us what we want to do. We can go back to dashboard, see more payment options, or we can pay now. We are interested in pay now option, which we are supposed to do right now. As we can see, some of the major components of making transfer is already filled up due to creating payee. This drop-down menu is for selecting our currency type. The next is to fill up as the amount of money, which we want to transfer. The next option is the purpose of money. We will select other investments for now. And the last one is notes. Using this option, we can add notes so the person who is receiving money have an idea of why we are transferring this money. Let's proceed our way to next steps by clicking transfer button. We will be asked to review it before making transfer, since we already reviewed, and it's time to hit the confirm button to make this transfer happen. After doing these steps correctly, we will have a verification code through our registered email. So let's open our email, remember that code, and enter it inside verification code panel. Keep in mind that this code is only valid for only 15 minutes, we have to enter this verification code before time runs out. If we want to make sure whether our password that we entered is correct or wrong we can switch an I button to be sure. Congratulations, we have made our transfer successfully. Now let's see the next transfer option, which is domestic. By using this method we can transfer money from AIB account to another banks within Afghanistan. We might probably notice that it looks the same like internal transfer, except there is a new option which is a bank code. In internal we filled that within account number, but in domestic, there is a separate option for that. We can also use lookup bank code option if we don't know exactly the bank code. Let's fill all of the blanks, then we are ready to go. After this part, the next step's the same as we mentioned earlier for the internal transfer. Now the last one, which is international transferring option. Using this type of transferring option, we can transfer money to international bank, so let's fill these space with the same manner as we filled within internal and domestic, except there is a new option which is international bank code. There, we have to enter SWIFT code or international bank code. In case if we don't know the bank code, we can use lookup SWIFT code option to find our bank code. and the other steps are the same as we did earlier. In the transfer money section, we have a new option for transferring money charges. That means we will be charged for this transaction. For this I will select payee and the charge will be applied upon the person who is receiving money. We are hoping that this video was helpful. If you have any suggestion, comment us below and tell us what kind of subject should be covered in the next video. Thank you.